This is the third movie about SpongeBob, including the ones released in 2004 and 2015, but this is the first that is CGI animated. This movie tells a story about SpongeBob who lives in an underwater city called Bikini Bottom with his pet snail Gary. He's best friends with Patrick Star, a not-so-bright starfish, but a loyal friend and neighbor. When Gary is snail-napped by Poseidon, SpongeBob and Patrick set out on a rescue mission to the lost city of Atlantic City. Their road trip becomes yet another vehicle to deliver pony lines and meta-analysis. The SpongeBob movie leans heavily into the randomness. So on the way, SpongeBob runs into dancing zombies who are presided over by Snoop Dogg. Keanu Reeves shows up as hallucinatory sage who appears to SpongeBob from a tumbleweed. Awkwafina is in the mix voicing an out-of-control robot. Each of these things is quite enjoyable. Randomness has always been part of the charm when it comes to the series and the movie franchise it inspired. SpongeBob's adventures are weird, trippy, and vaporous. It's the stuff that stoner dreams are made of, and just as forgettable. Unfortunately, they do not add up to anything. Late in the game, the movie shifts gears into a SpongeBob origin story, revealing how the main character met each of his friends and reveling in what he means to them. But like everything else, these bits feel like an afterthought. That kind of irreverence is admirable, but it cannot convince the audience to care. There's a fine line between lazily enjoying the randomness and randomness that ends up being lazy. And the new SpongeBob SquarePants movie, despite all its pleasures, falls into the latter category. This movie might make your 10-year-old kid confused, as it's barely hanging on to the throwaway plot. The movie also lacks a memorable, let alone worthwhile villain. The first two SpongeBob movies were fun and entertaining. This one, however, is a polar opposite altogether, more like hitting rock bottom to be exact. Most part of the movies is surprisingly flaccid, and the direction is uninspired. It doesn't help either that the movie feels more like an overlong sketch than a coherent feature. There's also the disappointing third act that overstays its welcome, with the extended sequences serving as a setup for the upcoming spin-off series. Overall, this movie is a disappointment and an underwhelming follow-up to its predecessors.